Now, today is a very special day for all of us here at ITV Channel. 60 years to the day since we first broadcast. A pioneering moment for independent television locally. Behind us are logos you may remember from down the decades.
Yeah, the idea originally actually was for us to run as a radio station, but that was turned down. Thankfully, though, the founders didn't give up there, and when the TV licences were going around, they went for that instead. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, back then, the islands were a very different place. The first offshore bank had only just arrived in Jersey. Feudal powers still existed in Guernsey, and Alderney Airport didn't have a terminal. But
one thing that has stayed the same over those 60 years is a 6 o'clock news programme every weekday.
Standby studio, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Right, on studio.
What a journey. In some respects, we've come a long way since Channel's founder, George Troy, was gently directed towards the camera on the opening day. In others, we haven't moved at all.
We will bring before you all the most important people in the Channel Islands. You will be with us at all the most important events that take place in these islands. Ladies and gentlemen, and especially you children who are watching, I am now going to pass you over into the tender care of Robin Hood.
What? Hard to believe, I know, but back in 1962 it was men in tights making the news rather than the news itself.
It was a mixture of fear and excitement, it just went in a blur.
John Henwood was just 16 on that opening day and starting out on a career in television, but the memories are undimmed, unlike some of the pictures of the time.
Of course, there was no video. It was either live or on film. And frankly, that put Guernsey at a disadvantage because the raw film had to be shipped to Jersey for processing. So whilst the Jersey news was probably same-day news, Guernsey news was usually a day late.
However, one on-the-day story that grabbed everyone's attention still stands out.
Perhaps the most famous was when Jambo, the gorilla, rescued Levan Merritt.
A fall of about 20 feet, fracturing his skull and breaking an arm.
And the young man who captured those pictures, a young man called Brian Le Lion, he'd just turned up at the door and said, "Is this any use to you?" Well, it would, thank you very much indeed. Of course the pictures went worldwide.
Jambo's softer side brought to Channel's audience in vivid colour, but it was only a decade before that the islands had actually switched over from black and white.
Mr. Wicker, colour has come to Channel today. As a Jersey resident, how do you think this will affect our viewers?
Well, I mean, it's a colour television compared to black and white. It's another thing altogether. Black and white is like a silhouette. You know, you don't see real things. You don't see real people. It's another dimension to viewing. And once you've had colour, you're never going to go back to black and white. Impossible.
One person who saw both up close and personal was Ros Henry.
Is this in fact a vote of no confidence in this committee?
Oh no, not in the least.
In reporter mode here in Guernsey, by 1979 she was trailblazing behind the camera. Not just Channel's first camera woman, but the entire network's.
When I first joined, the news camera for day to day didn't have sound and it was clockwork. So you had to wind it up. It would last for 15 seconds, then you'd have to wind it up again. I had to make sure that everything that we were going to have on the news that night would be up at the airport by early afternoon. The ground crew would run out to the pilot as he was about to taxi, shove it through his window and say, "Drop this off, it's Channel's film."
Over the 60 years, Channel has had several makeovers, from the literal hexagon signifying the number of Channel Islands and heraldic leopard featured in both bailiwicks, before developing graphics took over, getting ever more colourful and confident over the decades. And it's not just the look that's changed, presenters and reporters too.
As for me, living my best life, a career high with my milk bottle legs out on a beach in the dark.
Proud to be associated with the Channel name and bringing news to the islands for 60 years.
Good afternoon. The Channel Islands are still shocked.
I think one of the remarkable things about Channel is that if you were a time traveller and you took somebody and you dropped them into 1962 and then you hooked them up and drop them into 2022, Channel would still be there. And what's more, Channel News would still be at the same time, 6 o'clock. And the astonishing thing about that is that people have thousands of ways of obtaining their news, but Channel is still doing what it set out to do 60 years ago.
And hopefully will be for many years to come.
Happy birthday, Channel TV. From Booley Bay, Water's Edge, Bob Monkhouse, News at 10.
Oh, so many memories there.
Weren't there so many? We had the beer later, weren't we?
Well, I think also rethink those dodgy haircuts.
Yeah,
Didn't
okay.
like seeing that footage from me. Then anyway, to continue our trip down memory lane, we ventured out of the comfort of the studio into the newsroom.
Yeah, this is where the programme's put together each day. It's much quieter today, everyone on their best behaviour, including Shireen over here. I'll nip over here and see what she's got coming up while you go and chat to a couple of Channel legends.
Yes, of course. One of them here. Instantly recognisable, isn't he? Oscar Grone Corbière Claude Puffin. Way more famous than me, but he has been here a little bit longer. 1963 you started, didn't you, Puffin? Yep. And you know what? Until today, I didn't actually know how he got his name, and I learned it was all down to a children's competition. Shout out to a young Christine Tongs from Guernsey who came up with the name. Since then, he's read thousands of birthday greetings and outlasted plenty of his co-presenters too. Indeed, so loved was he that Oscar ended up being the last regional station mascot to survive before, of course, he flew off to explore the world of online. Now, the final presenter to ever be pals with Puffin joins me now, Jenny Mullen. Jenny, good to have you back. Look, Oscar, it's Jenny. You excited? Want to give her a kiss?
Oh, go on.
Or a peck?
Painful kiss.
Yes,
Painful
indeed.
kiss.
Jenny, great to have you back with us. Listen, loads to catch up on. Before we do, we just thought it would be good to return to your last broadcast together in 2013. Should we take a look?
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Puffin's Place. It's a busy studio today. I said it's a busy studio today. Thank you. Hello everyone. Hope you're good and having a great time.
So, Jenny, what was it like watching that back?
A little embarrassing. It was a while ago now, but a nice trip down memory lane with my very good friend Oscar Puffin here. So, yeah, a little bit of nostalgia, but in a really nice way.
So, tell me, how did you land the job in the first place?
A friend saw an online advert for it and said you'd be perfect for this job. I saw the description. I thought I would absolutely love that. And the rest's history. A few auditions and a bit of getting to know this fellow. And then, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but you were such a great Puffin presenter, I have to say, Jenny, because we worked together during that time.
Yes.
Reveal a little bit of the behind-the-scenes magic for us. How was the programme put together?
Basically, me, Oscar Puffin, my very good friend, a camera person, heading out across the Channel Islands to meet young people. And also, if I wanted to do something fun, I'd basically just say, Oscar Puffin would like to do this activity, and it would happen.
Oh, magic that, isn't it? So tell us, how important was that chapter for you in terms of your career development? Because you've gone into some great things, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of TV. I'm doing now a bit of radio. I work on the breakfast show on BBC Radio Jersey. Very early starts, Oscar. He could never manage that.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a good foundation for everything. Actually, I certainly learnt how to have a good time in the media, and I'm continuing to do that. So.
And obviously, Oscar is such a Channel Islands icon. I knew about him before I even moved here. What does it mean to you to have been a Puffin's Place presenter?
It's lovely. I actually grew up watching it, and embarrassing to say, Jess, but true story, I used to practice being the Puffin presenter with birthday cards at home.
But you did, it stood you in good stead.
Well, this is true. If you can dream it, it can happen. That's my message to any young people out there now. So, yeah.
And how is it for you coming back after nearly 10 years and seeing your old friend again?
Do you know what? I don't know what face cream you're using, Oscar Puffin, but he has not changed a bit, Jess. It's lovely to be back.
But neither of you, Jenny.
Oh, well,
honestly, you haven't aged a day since 2013.
I'll pay you later.
Thank you for coming back. Listen, I'm sure you two have got lots of catching up to do. There's free cake, there's Prosecco. We might even have some mackerel if you're very good, Oscar. I'll let Jenny sort that out. Jenny, thanks so much again. Now, listen, I'm sure that gave you guys a great opportunity to reminisce about your times as a child watching Oscar Puffin. But, do you know, I'm sure you also have fond memories of those old adverts as well. Now, times have obviously changed. Those ads are more snazzy, they're a lot more modern, and the guys responsible for putting them together are here. This is our business development team. Hi guys. Raising a glass. Now, I'll tell you what, guys, normally they're not here at 6 o'clock, but they heard about the free Prosecco and cake and now we can't get rid of them. Anyway, I'm sure they would agree that our old ads are the best. And so let's take a little ad break.
Popping, shopping. Pop in for your shopping at an island-wide store. You get lots for your money, but we give a lot more.
Come and see why visitors to Jersey voted the fantastic tropical gardens the best family visit in the island.
This is a story about a toy shop called Bambola.
Condor operates the fastest town-to-town service with its luxury get-up-and-go hydrofoils.
Tipsteaks, unique and delicious. Berries of Millbrook and fine price.
Top Island bitter. Oh, top of the island. Good, yes, right. Lovely, just what the doctor ordered. It appears on your doorstep like magic each morning. It's called Sun Isle. It's a wonderful wonderland at Briggs.
If you think you know how to dance, check out Body Check. They could prove you wrong. Body Check, appearing from Monday at Madison's Lido de France.
Make the night to remember it. Bonaparte's Nightclub, Hotel Fontainebleau, St. Peter Port.
Islanders taking the easy way out, fly JEA, Jersey European Airways.
Barnes Garages will, with every new Citroën BX purchased and registered during the month of July, give away free a new BMX Amoco freestyle bike worth £154.
So turn over a new leaf. Fashion comes alive at the Co-op Style Centre, Charing Cross, Jersey.
Take a fresh look at Mr. B in Jersey. For new filled crusty rolls, larger finger rolls.
Jersey milk, reputedly the finest in the world, but now you have a choice.
And it tastes just great.
Natural goodness from Jersey milk.
Oh, it's amazing to see how those adverts have evolved, and so, of course, has the weather. Shireen, you managed to find the very first weather forecast, didn't you, from all those years ago?
Look here, 1st of September 1962, 12 o'clock GMT.
I'm seeing a face with a nose and a couple of eyes in there, but you're seeing what?
Well, I'm seeing some flowers and some petals. I thought my nephew got his grubby little hands on this and scribbled all over it, but no, this is how it was 60 years ago, all absolutely handwritten. Isn't it incredible? And here are the Channel Islands, where my little finger is there.
Right, I couldn't even see them.
No. And it goes on. We have more. I do have more.
I know, this is great, isn't it?
I have more.
Some things never change. Gremlins in the system. There it is.
Here we go. See, a little bit clearer, isn't it? You can see the isobars. So the winds 60 years ago, we had a light to moderate easterly wind. You can see the isobars are quite wide apart. Here are the Channel Islands. Now, in black, that was the temperature of the day. We had a high of 22 degrees Celsius 60 years ago.
Right.
Today, we've had 23.
Yeah.
We had absolutely no rainfall, Willsey.
Yeah.
Look at what it is today.
Yes, we've had a little bit of that, haven't we?
How very different. We had the dew point, that's in red. We've got visibility in red. So absolutely fascinating, don't you think?
So we've seen the charts then. What was the actual weather doing around that sort of time?
No rainfall at all.
Yeah.
11 hours of sunshine, which we haven't really had today. The maximum temperature was 22 degrees Celsius. So it was a little bit above average for the time of year. We had high cloud, a little bit of hazy sunshine, and the average temperature was 19 degrees Celsius.
Now, obviously, when it comes to weather, you are gold, aren't you? But there's no doubt about it. But there is someone else who has been celebrating as well, a 60th. Tell us who that is.
He's an 80s legend.
Yes.
He's going to be here this weekend in Jersey on Sunday night at Weekender.
Yep, that's enough clues. His name's Martin Kemp. He obviously was part of Spandau Ballet.
Yep.
And he's been giving us a little message on our very special day.
So here I am at the absolutely beautiful Battersea Park in South London. But from one 60-year-old to another, happy birthday to everybody at ITV Channel Islands. Listen, it's going to be a good one. But if you want to know what the weather's like, here's Shireen.
Hot summer days and nights. Whatever the weather throws at you, you're prepared. Conservatory Insulation sponsors the ITV Channel Islands weather.
We've had sunshine and showers this afternoon. They've been a little bit hit and miss in nature. Certainly the west of Jersey has seen more, and not much at all for Guernsey or Alderney. But I think that's set to change overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, once again, the risk of thundery showers is ever present. They could be heavy for a time where we get them. We should see plenty of brightness, though, and sunny spells tomorrow. And the winds will be noticeably lighter than what we've seen today. The winds at the moment are coming from a northeasterly direction, a moderate force 4, and those showers overnight tonight could be heavy and thundery for a time overnight towards dawn tomorrow. I think temperatures dipping down to lows of 16 and 17 degrees Celsius. Your Friday morning gets off to a cloudy start, peppered with showers on and off throughout the course of tomorrow. There will, though, be plenty of brightness throughout the course of the day and some sunny spells as well. But as is the nature with showers, they are difficult to forecast. If you get under one tomorrow, they could be heavy and thundery in nature. But temperatures noticeably down on what we've had today, with highs of between 20 and 21 degrees Celsius. Your times of high water tomorrow are between 10:45 in the morning and 11:25. And again tomorrow evening between 11 o'clock and quarter to midnight. If we zoom out on the chart, we can see a few showers in the area tomorrow afternoon, but really it should be mostly clear and dry, I think, heading into the evening. The risk of showers is low, but we do have this band of wet weather coming in from the west of Ireland approaching us, and that's what could bring us something heavy in nature as we head into the weekend, specifically Sunday, when we could see longer spells of rain. Your outlook then for the next few days, showers in the forecast, and they could be heavier as we get into Sunday.
Conservatory Insulation sponsors the ITV Channel Islands weather.
Well, that is just about almost it from us. What have you made of it so far? Rubbish? Not a terrible thing to say. Extraordinary, isn't it?
Very rude, that
Absolutely.
He's been in retirement a little too long.
Now, of course, you haven't been here 60 years, Jess, but
No.
you have been here for 14.
14,
What's been the biggest change for you?
Oh, so many changes. Staff changes over the years, technological changes, and of course we changed location. You know, we've been here 7 years. Used to be in Liverpool in 2015.
But it's wonderful
now
here, isn't
here. And also, you probably heard the rumours. I've had more male co-presenters in the past 7 years.
I've managed to
than
survive
Joan
a bit.
Collins has had husbands. So something to celebrate that I'm now very happily married to you.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's get everyone in, shall we, and celebrate
Yes.
the big party of the day. Here they come.
Yes.
Time to cut the cake, shall we? And we go, one for me, two for me. There we are.
Good night.
Good night.
And happy
Bye-bye.
60th to us.